Nippon Hoso Podcast Station.
So today's phrase is 今度から俺って言おう. So in English, it would be I'll just call everyone dude and bro now. Like my first year of being an idol, I used to be like, Sari wa! Because I thought it was cute. And then I gave myself goosebumps, so I changed it to Watashi. Anime English Club with Sally Amaki. Hi everyone, and welcome to episode 5 of the Anime English Club. I'm your host, Sally Amaki, and the Anime English Club is a podcast where we use anime as a bridge to help connect our listeners to the English world. Each episode, we explore a different line or scene from an anime and discuss how you would say it in English. So anime is what brought me to Japan, so I hope it can also be a tool for everyone to learn and enjoy English. はい。先週、we talked about Ouran High School Host Club. It's actually becoming popular again in Japan right now. A lot of the early 2000 anime is starting to become popular in Japan again. I think it's because the kids who were in middle school back then who didn't have a lot of money became adults now, and they have adult money. I think back in January, they actually made new merch for Ouran High School. They had gacha gacha. It was sold out everywhere. I went to so many different animeto. In Japan, there's this anime store. The most popular anime store is called Animeto. I went to 5 different ones. Shinjuku, Yokohama, Ikebukuro. Where did I go? Nagoya no mo ikimashita. Yeah, they have one in Nagoya too. And Osaka. Shibuya? I went to 6. Damn. And they didn't have any. So, yeah, if you're ever in Japan and you're looking for merch, make sure you call the store first because I was not smart enough to do that. But yeah, Ouran High School is also very popular in Japan to this day, so we are still going to be talking about it. Grammar. We're still going to be talking about it. All right, let's go. So without further ado, let's go to this week's episode. So like last episode, we are going to continue discussing Ouran High School Host Club or Ouran Koukou Hosto Buh. So for those of you that do not know, Ouran High School Host Club was originally written and illustrated by Bisco Hattori and ran in the magazine Lala from 2002 to 2010. Its anime adaptation began airing in April 2006 and ran for 26 episodes. The story revolves around the host club of Ouran Academy, an elite private high school for rich kids. And the protagonist, Haruki Fujioka, is forced into the club she has no interest in due to extraordinary circumstances and must perform her duties as a host, serving customers with her fellow club members while hiding her actual gender. Hi. So like I said in last week's episode, the reason why people thought she was a guy at first was because, one, she came from a poor family, so she couldn't really afford the girl's uniform. The guy's uniform was cheaper, so she chose to wear that first. And also because she didn't look very feminine at first, people were just like, okay, so she's wearing a guy's uniform and she kind of looks like that, so she must be a guy. So everybody thought she was a guy at first, and then, she took off her glasses and she turned out to be very beautiful. So the people in the club were like, oh my god, you need to be a host in this club, and she got recruited, and that's where this story begins, episode 1. But yeah, she was in the club because she broke a very expensive vase. If that's what it takes for me to be very close to Tamaki-senpai, you have no idea how many vases I am willing to break. You have no idea the risk I would take for this guy. I'm usually not into the first love interest, like Tamaki-senpai, but oh my gosh, he holds such a very special place in my heart.
That's a lot of debt to go into for one guy, though.
I don't care. I do not care. Honestly, I would go in debt for everybody. Kyoya-senpai too. Oh my gosh. Who would you choose? To go in debt to? Honestly, I don't know how many times I've thought about this. But you know what? I'm gonna choose Tamaki-senpai. Yeah. 最終的には was my final result. Tamaki-senpai. Yes. So today's phrase is 今度から俺って言おう. So in English, it would be, I'll just call everyone dude and bro now. This line comes from the end of the first episode when the protagonist, Haruki Fujioka, accepts her fate to be a new club member of the Ouran High School Host Club. I chose this phrase because, first of all, this isn't even a literal translation. Not even close. It doesn't exist in English, that's why. So, I know in English, there's only one way to refer to yourself, and that would be I or like me. But it's very gender neutral, But in Japan, there's a feminine way to say it, and there's like a masculine way to refer to yourself. So, this is why I chose this phrase. It's because it's so hard to translate. So, the basic popular ones would be ore, boku for guys, and then watashi, atashi for girls. But there's so much more. There's like wate, wachi, achiki, like watakushi. Yeah, watakushi. There's and then you can also use your name too. Like I could be like sari wa toka. But I feel like a lot of the idols use their name. That is very weird. Yes. But I, too, used to do that. Like, my first year of being an idol, I used to be like, Sari wa! Because I thought it was cute. And then I gave myself goosebumps, so I changed it to Watashi. So, ore? So, the ore and boku. So, Haruhi chose the ore instead of boku. She used to refer to herself as boku, but because that's not as masculine as ore, like a lot of these strong characters in like shonen anime or manga would use ore, and a lot of the characters like, let's say in this anime, Hani senpai and like Haruhi. So like a lot of the characters that are more on the feminine side but are guys would use boku, right? Or that's why, can we go back to Haikyuu for a second? This is why it is so important that Tsukishima Kei uses boku. Like, being the little snarky character he is, you would expect him to say ore, but no. He says boku. Oh my gosh! Protect that boy. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. Ouran High School, guys. Hi. Welcome back. Welcome back to Ouran High School. Hi. Where were we? What are we talking about? But so Haruhi used to say boku, but because she accepted her fate of being a host in the club, and she was like, you know what, it's not so bad being like getting all these cheers from the girls, maybe like I'll try this host thing, and maybe I'll act more masculine even. I'll refer to myself as ore from now on, So I feel like to emphasize the fact that she's trying to be more masculine, in the English version, they just said, I'll just call everybody dude and bro now, because dude and bro is a very masculine word, would you say?
More commonly used by men.
It's more common. Like, it's so hard to say, like, things are more masculine and feminine, but, like, speaking generally, it's more commonly used by very masculine characters. We're just talking about characters right now. But, yeah, so that's why they translated it like that in this case, because ore and boku doesn't exist in English. But watashi and atashi also have a slightly different meaning as well. Ore and not as much as ore and boku though. But watashi would be more proper, and atashi would be a bit more sporty, I guess. Like the sporty girls would say atashi. Don't you think? Like the more outspoken girls would say atashi. And then like the ojo-sama, like for instance, I don't think any of the high school students in Ouran High School, like the girls, said atashi. I feel like all of them would be like watashi or watakushi, Yeah. So that's kind of like the meaning behind watashi and atashi. But it's very slight though. Like you could use atashi. Like rich girls could use atashi as well. But when you're like drawing characters, watashi would be the more like popular chosen first person pronoun. Hi. So now let's go into the vocab now that we have talked about that. The very first vocab is dude. Hi. So dude generally refers to a guy, but honestly, I say dude to everybody. Dude. I say it to my brother. I say it to my girl best friend. So yeah, it doesn't really have to be a guy, but generally it does refer to a guy. It can refer to someone in the second person, like, so it means in Japanese, お前, 君, あなた, or someone in the third person, like 彼. But would the general, like the literal translation be dude? お前. I feel like お前 would be like...
お前 or like やつ.
やつ. Yeah, it feels aggressive because you would never say dude to your boss, you know? So it's slightly friendlier than お前, but it has the same feeling to it. But do not say お前 to your boss. Sometimes though, when I find it really funny when people who are starting to learn Japanese probably learn it through anime or manga or something, and they don't know the like meaning behind omae, kimi, or like anata. Like they don't know the honorifics, so they would like just refer to people and be like omae sa, without knowing that it's kind of rude to say that, and I find it really funny. But yeah, when in doubt, do not use omae. When in doubt, use kimi. 次は I'll just call everybody dude and bro now. Bro. Bro is short for brother. Brother の略ですね。Extremely this similar to bro, generally refers to a guy, but can refer to someone in the second person, お前, 君, あなた, or someone in the third person, 彼. Oh, so it's similar to dude. But it's also but bro. So dude is 99% of the time never used in a negative way. Bro can be used in a negative way. It can be used before a fight. Like bro, you know, because come at me, bro. 絶対に使わないでくださいね、皆さんは。海外に行った時に come at me, bro とか you wanna go, bro は本当に喧嘩が始まるので unless you guys wanna start a fight, do not say that. Bro and also bruh, like B-R-U-H, bruh is also ツッコミ言葉, you know, like when you want to be like bruh, like what are you doing, like もうみたいな感じとかお前みたいな感じのもうちょっと脱力入ってますよね. Like you're kind of like what are you doing, bruh, like bruh, yeah, bro. But yeah, it could be used in a positive and negative way. So yeah, I would say dude though. I never use bro. Hi. Next, now let's look at the pronunciation. So the phrase of the week again is 今度から俺って言おう. In English, I'll just call everyone dude and bro now. One more time. いきますよ. I'll just call everyone dude and bro now. Oh, so actually you should know the difference, like the difference in pronunciation from bro and bruh. Just because I feel like bro is a bit more casual and friendly, and bruh is kind of distant. ちょっと何してんの感じのnuance to it. So you wouldn't want to misuse it. Hi, so bro. So imagine you have a little dog. You know when you're like, you have a dog and you want them to use an inside voice, you know, when they're barking. Like you don't want them to be like, bark, you know. Really, shh, you gotta be quiet. But they kind of do that little like buffing thing, like, you know, bruh. You know, you feel me? Yeah. It's usually like a bulldog. They're like, shh, like, bro. They do the silent bark. That's how you say bro. I guess that's how you say bruh then. So imagine you're a dog. So if you want to say bruh, imagine you're a dog and your owner told you to be quiet and use your inside voice, but you still want to bark a little bit. Yeah, that's how you pronounce it. Bruh. And bro. Rurouni Kenshinのローですよね。ブロー。 row, row, row. これも imagine you're a dog and you're just about to like howl like Arr. That's the tongue you would make, right? Oh, boo row. Boo row. Is that not? Oh, row. It's not ow, it's ow. Boo, ow. Yeah, so if you want to say bro or bruh, imagine you're a dog that's trying to bark or howl, and that's the tongue you would use. Boo, row. Row. Yeah. Yeah, but don't use it. Not around me, at least. And nobody in this high school would use it.
アニメイングリッシュクラブ with サリーアマキ。
Now let's go to the cultural context. The cultural context, I mean, we kind of already went into it.
How did you select your pronouns?
My pronoun,
Yeah.
Watashi. Because I mean, at first, like I said in the beginning, I used to say sari. Oh, you know what? Go back 5 more years. I used to say sa-chan. Just because I was born and raised in America, so my first person pronoun was always I, you know. But in my household, my family, because my name was Sally, they would call me sa-chan, sa-chan. So that's the only way, that's the only way I knew how to refer to myself in Japanese. So I would say sa-chan, like sa-chan wa, you know. And then I came to Japan as an adult, or as like a teenager, who I didn't know that people in Japan do not put chan after their name when they refer to themselves. Like, actually, little kids do. Like, babies do that. Yeah. So I used to say sa-chan, and then it evolved to sari because I started being an idol, and I thought I had to be, like, really cutesy. But then I gave myself goosebumps. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to use watashi or atashi. And I chose watashi because atashi, to me, felt a bit too, like, outspoken or, like, assertive. Atashi seems a bit, なんだろうな. I used to be shy. So I wasn't the type to be like, come on, guys. Like, I wasn't the leader type, you know? So I feel like people that use atashi is a bit more outgoing. Yeah. So I chose watashi. But still to this day, I kind of feel embarrassed using watashi just because, like, I'm not used to it, especially in front of my parents, because I used to refer to myself as sa-chan or, like, sari, you know? But then, like, suddenly I'm using watashi. It makes me feel like I'm trying to be an adult, like, you know, around them. It seems too formal, you know? You feel me? Like, it's embarrassing when you're trying to be formal in front of your parents. Like, it's embarrassing. Like, being like, oh, look at her child trying to be an adult and everything. She used to say sa-chan, but now she's using watashi. You know the thing that parents do? Yeah. So I felt embarrassed. So then I started using wate to hide my embarrassment. You know, like, when you go to the extreme, it's not even embarrassing anymore. Yeah. So I stopped watashi, and now I refer to myself as wate or washi. And washi is usually used by grandparents. Not even in this generation, but, like, super back in the days. Yeah.
And now you're a wachi user?
Yeah, now it's washi, wate, atsuki. Yeah. You be who you want to be. Or amaki. But yeah. But also, I started using amaki just because going to a lot of, like, other people's radios or, like, podcasts, when people just listen to your voice, nobody really knows who's talking when there's a lot of people on the podcast. So it's easier to refer to yourself as your name, with your name, you know, so that people who are listening know who's talking right now. So yeah, that's why a lot of the times I just say amaki. Yeah. Also, speaking from a voice actor's point of view, whenever there's a character and they give me the script, the way they refer to themselves is also very important when you try to, like, I don't know, when you try to choose a tone or, like, what kind of character this person is. So, for instance, if you look at a character and this, like, female character uses watakushi, you would know that like she's super feminine and she's probably from like the upper class. So I wouldn't really use like a rough tone when I try building up her character, or when a character first starts off with boku, but in the end of the script he says ore, you know that there's like a whole character development there that would make him say that. So you have to like build that up as well. So yeah, how you refer to yourself is very, very important in Japanese. Yes. はい、ということで Thank you so much for listening. That wraps it up. But does this wrap it up for the Ouran High School episodes? We gave Haikyuu 3 episodes, but we're only giving Ouran 2 episodes. Do you know why that is?
Why?
Because they don't have a second season. We're still waiting. I'm still waiting. How long has it been? When did I say the anime came out? 2000 what? 2006. Okay, but like to be fair, I feel like nowadays a lot of the times anime is only one season, which is like 12 episodes. Back in the days, one season was 26 episodes, right? Like 24 to 26. So I guess speaking in like 2025 terms, 26 episodes would be 2 seasons. But I'm still waiting for another 26 episodes. Because there's so much more they didn't cover, and there's so much more they can do. I have a feeling it's coming, though.
What's your favorite scene?
My favorite scene? I mean, this has to do with probably how the voice actor, Miyano Mamoru-san, voiced the character as well. But in episode 1, when Haruhi comes, after she becomes a host, she walks over to Tamaki senpai's table where he's hosting, and Tamaki's like, "Oh my gosh, you're so cute!" And then Mori senpai, he picks up Haruhi. Like the second he grabs Haruhi away from Tamaki, the voice he makes, he's like, "Ah," it's so funny. And I feel like that one word, that one syllable, just like has so much about his character. You know, like in the scene before that, he was like really cool, being like, "Oh, that dude, like that kid over there, he's a new kid, like he just got in here. Like, how did he come over here?" And then the second he comes over, he's like, "Wow, you're so cute!" And then how did he get taken away from him? And he's like, "Ah," like, you know, it shows so much about him in that one scene. So it's one of my favorites. Anyway, if and when Ouran High School gets a season 2, which I will be praying for, maybe I'll just open my own GoFundMe for Ouran High School. I'd be like, "Hi, producers, I opened up a GoFundMe for you guys." ということで、皆さんありがとうございました。シーズン2もお待ちしております。And that does it for this episode of the English Anime Club. Make sure to follow us on X and other social media. Next time we are exploring a new anime, Oshinoko. So see you guys there. The English Anime Club wants to hear from you, whether it's a scene or anime you want me to talk about, general English questions, or you just want to say hi, we want to hear from you. So email us at aec@1242.com. That's aec@1242.com. You can email me in either Japanese or English. はい、こちらメールは本当もう雑談でも何でも OK なので、日本語でもお待ちしております。aec@1242.com で送ってください。そして、The Anime English Club is now on YouTube. Go to youtube.com/anime-english-club to watch us on YouTube with subtitles. Perfect for everyone trying to learn. はい、YouTube でちょっとサブタイトルとかもついてるので、ぜひそちらでも見てくださると嬉しいです。それでは皆さん、また来週。From the Nippon Broadcasting System, this is the Anime English Club, hosted by me, Sal Amaki. This episode was written by Carlos Yabuki and Gavin Chittister, directed by Kensuke Yoshida, and was produced by Shiori Tanaka of Nippon Broadcasting System, Japan.